spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Cornhuskers will kick it away to start. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll run the toss. Got room to work. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Now, the Hawkeyes have a whole new backfield without Caleb Johnson, who turned in one of the most prolific rushing seasons in Iowa football history. School record 21 touchdowns. He was this offense a year ago, David.
He was, and if you're an Iowa fan, man, Reese, we've been just clamoring for years. Just give me some offense, like some form of a passing attack. Another new system. Tim Lester comes in as the OC. Interested to see if they can air it out. They can be more fun to watch, and they can score more points.
Wants to throw on first down. Now adjusting. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Turning it on. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. All right, guys, let's talk Iowa. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team, and they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied with the fact that we just broke into the top 25. Let's get in the top 20, top 15, top 10. Let's make the college football playoff. You don't want to get ahead of your skis here too early. It's a nice thing to be inside the top 25 now, but you want to continue to get better.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Got it! He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Got it! Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. You want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
They'll give it to Johnson. And the defense was just daring them to throw over the top, and the offense didn't, and they got stuffed.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Direct snap. It's Johnson. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. And the Huskers will punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Wide receiver going in motion. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
They'll spread the defense out going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got the quick pass. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds in the 29.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Down and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. He's picked off and he's thrown a dozen of them. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
This drive will open from the 15. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Picked off, a turnover in their own end. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And this is how the wind can really affect a game. It's not just for kickers, but quarterbacks as well. And on that last throw, guys, it looked to me like he was throwing it into the wind, and that definitely affected the velocity of the throw. It also affected the accuracy, and that's what caused the interception.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Well, you'd be hard-pressed to find better field position to start a drive. 1st and goal from the 10. Looking for the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Hawkeye! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Picked picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Took a shot as he threw. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
That really good job on the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. It was against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
This home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And the Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Under fire. Got it set up on the outside. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
Wants to fire on second down. And he throws another interception. His third one of the night. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
They'll go 5 wide on 2nd and 8. Back to pass. On the run, still looking. Hit as he throws. And he's got it. Touchdown, Iowa.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Toss to the outside. good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
I love the play call there, and I love the run for a variety of reasons. Obviously, you're trying to settle your quarterback down after throwing 2 picks in the last 2 drives, but also you're able to generate a really nice game for this offense and make second and short so much easier, so much more manageable. It just allows your quarterback, too, to take a breath and exhale.
First play of the period, first down here. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, and for good reason. He is unbelievably talented.
And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. They drag him down at the 34-yard line, and they said they wanted to force mistakes, and they did just that.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Handoff from the gun. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Makes the catch. It's Moulton. At the 45 on his way. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Motion from the back. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his big tight end. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
The Hawkeyes with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And that's exactly why this linebacker has to stay on the field every single down, because he's so good in space. He's good against jet sweeps, he's good against bubble screens, and he can race outside and get receivers down on the ground quickly.
And the Hawkeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Sends it back in motion. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Got his man on the outside. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. Wants to keep it in the air. Throwing right. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And it slips just inside that right upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To throw, it's Raiola. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Got the first down. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep ones.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Quickly complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
The Huskers will move the sticks.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
To the air, it's Raiola. Scrambling away. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the first half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right. They have no semblance of a passing game because they simply cannot establish a rhythm under center.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Quarterback may change this route. They'll go with a direct snap. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from.
Man, I feel for this quarterback. I've been there before. I mean, you're playing at night. It's super cold. It's going to be hard to execute these passes. That one got away from the QB, and he throws a pick.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Snap it to the back. Shakes off the defender. And he'll work his way out across the 10 to about the 12.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Hawkeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Moving out of the pocket. Pulls it in. It's Phillips. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Quarterbacks get all the credit, rightfully so. They're the guys taking the snap every play. But my goodness, that dude could have run a 40-yard dash back there in the pocket before he had to throw a strike for a completion.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll go 5 wide on 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Oh, he wants it all. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the 1st half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Now on the move. He stopped right at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for a 1st down, and it'll be 4th. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Punt is on its way. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Dropping back, it's Raiola. He's got it. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to go up top on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Waning seconds of the 1st half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this 2nd half underway. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the 1st play of the drive.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. First down for this offense.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
They're going to run it. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Back to throw, it's Rayola. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Gets away from one. He's got space. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
To the air on first down. Gets it out fast. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Right down the middle. Complete downfield. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Makes the grab. It's Moulton. Oh, he got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Safe completion on the screen. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Snagged in the middle, it's Barney. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Quickly complete. Still on his feet at the 45. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Buying some time. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Unloads to the right. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
To the air, it's Raiola. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
But when you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
And he's thrown another interception.
You always try as a player to say the weather means nothing. Cold is a mentality. it hurts, okay? The ball feels like a rock. It gets super hard. It's really hard for quarterbacks to grip that thing and make accurate throws. And how about that? The defense comes out, makes a big play, creates the turnover.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Nebraska 3.
They go back to work in the final period of this one. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They want to run this quarterback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. To the air on 2nd down. He tries to take the top off. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the 4th quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely not interested in running clock, interested in making a point.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Iowa! Great job by the back on the option. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Raiola. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. This time he's got his man. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Cornhuskers are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to get the first through the air. Showing the arm strength to the left. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
In this offense, they just got to find a way to make some plays here. They've dug themselves a huge hole. Haven't played well, especially in the important areas. They've kicked too many field goals, not scored a touchdown. They've got to find a way.
And he's sacked.